Guys, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to do a celebrity reading on the late Chris Farley. Chris Farley is an Aquarius like myself. He was born February 15, 1964, and he passed unfortunately December 18, I believe 1997. If any information is incorrect, comment down below, let me know what that is. And I do have a celebrity tarot reading channel as well, so not to get you all confused. My celebrity tarot readings are over there as well. I'm thinking about just making both channels celebrity readings. I just saw 111 on the clock, so this may have some significance, something to do with Chris Farley. It has to be something, because he's been on my mind a lot, and for the longest, honestly, I've been wanting to do readings on more readings on celebrities that have passed on, but I feel like I kind of been procrastinating, so I'm just like, you know what, just go ahead and start doing those. But if you guys enjoy this, you know, hit the like button, comment down below some other celebrities for this channel, other celebrities that have passed on that you would like a reading on, and for the other channel, celebrity tarot readings, just any celebrities that you would like over there. But you have here 111. Angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I am creative. Wow, I feel like this was a confirmation for me to no longer be afraid to do readings on people that are, you know, like I said, that have passed on. So thank you, God, for that confirmation. All right, Chris Farley is an Aquarius. His moon is in Pisces, and his Venus was in Aries. So let's go ahead and get into it. Give me the energy around Chris Farley and the life that he lived. Give me the energy around Chris Farley and the life that he lived. Oh, he lived a very reckless life. And for those of you all that don't know, Chris Farley he was a comedian, and he was known for being on Saturday Night Live. He's done a few blockbuster movies, and unfortunately his death was the result of heavy drug use. Everything here is alleged because we are dealing with public figures. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. However, I'm not surprised that King of Pentacles in the reverse came out. Okay, King of Pentacles in the reverse is a person that overindulges. They do things in excess, and a person that could be very greedy. Now, one thing that I will say about him, he was a functioning addict. Okay, because the King of Pentacles, if you look at the King of Pentacles in the upright, this is somebody that's like, they will work, they will get that money. Okay, there is somebody that's very generous. I do believe in his life he was very generous to his family. He was very generous to his friends. He was the type of person that he will always do the best that he could to provide not only for himself but those around him. But unfortunately, you know, his need to overindulge is something that took hold of him. I'm not surprised, looking at his moon in Pisces, that he suffered with addiction. In particular, one of his addictions was alcohol. Stereotypically, a lot of Pisces dominant energy tends to come up in a reading if a person has an issue with drinking or a lot of cups. Also, with that Venus in Aries, this was somebody that was very impulsive. He was the type of person that would do something, would act now, think later. And then on top of that, he could be somebody stereotypically very stubborn, because stereotypically Aquariuses can be very stubborn. And like I mentioned before, I'm an Aquarius as well. And his Mercury is in Aquarius. We sometimes can be too stubborn, just like with the earth sign Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo. Those are the like stereotypical stubborn ones in tarot. Sometimes we can be too stubborn for our own good. You know, we mean well, but sometimes you don't know all the answers, okay? Or sometimes you need to stop and listen to others. And his Mars is in Aquarius as well. My goodness. He was definitely somebody that flew by the seat of his pants. He went through life, and it was just one big party for him. And unfortunately, it at some point eventually came to an end. And as I mentioned before, he was somebody very stubborn, and I'm not surprised that his ascendant is in Leo. So you have ascendant in Leo, 3 planets in Aquarius in his chart. This was definitely somebody that, even though people may have tried to help him, he didn't listen, unfortunately, okay? Because this is somebody that chooses his head over his heart. It's like, I'm gonna live my life to the fullest. And I do feel like there were a lot of, oh, I just gotta chill. There were a lot of things he was fighting, and a lot of it had to do with mental. He may have come from allegedly an abusive home, because you do have here, you have this man here with the King of Swords. He's sitting with a gun, well, two guns actually, two shotguns, and he may have had an overprotective parent or somebody that was, like I said, too controlling is the energy that I'm getting. Maybe he may have had a father that didn't pay him as much attention as he wanted, so he became reckless as a result of it. He could have had family members. This could have been a generational curse where he could have had family members that had drug and alcohol addictions as well. So this was a curse that unfortunately he was not able to break. I do feel like for him, he may have oftentimes had thoughts of, offing himself, but it may have just been a thought, not something he had considered actually doing. It could have been just at moments when he was at his lowest. You have here the Judgment card in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse comes out in a reading when a person lacks self-awareness, okay? And I'm not surprised that this came out in a reading with the person that had heavy issues with addiction. All right, this is somebody that, how do I say this? If he drank a lot or he did, a lot of recreational drugs, allegedly, he didn't realize as far over the edge that he went. He may have thought, like the mindset of a person that, oh, I only had one drink. It's no big deal. But to everybody around him, he was a sloppy mess. And they were just like, oh my God, like, you don't see this? Because again, when you get the Judgment card in the reverse, this is somebody that doesn't see their wrongs, or they don't see how deep they are in their addiction. And I feel like with him, he may have reflected on this at some point, because he was very smart. He was very intellectual. I feel like he's the type of person that he could talk about. I think a lot of people would be surprised, and he may smoke as well, because there's like a lot of smoke that keeps coming through now. But he may have been the type of person that he shocked others, meaning that he may have had this silly, goofy characters that he's done in movies, but when you have a conversation with him, he goes deep. He'll have deep conversation with you. He can talk about everything from all over the world, and you're like, what? Huh? But I think one of his downfalls is the fact that he was very forgiving. He could be somebody that was very forgiving, allegedly, and, or forgiving of himself. Like if something happens, it's like, okay, I had this spill, I hurt myself while I was drinking, or etc. But then he'll go back and do what he did again because of that Venus and Aries energy. He could also like women that were very fiery, very spunky, that kind of live by the seat of their pants too. These are the type of women that he could be attracted to, or people that are very different and unique like he was. You also have here the Four of Cups. Four of Cups comes out in a reading when a person is disconnected, all right? He could have had a disconnection with his mother, because you do see here there's a woman, and then there's a son on, excuse me, not a son, but there's a man that is lying on her lap, okay? His mother may not have been aware at some point of how deep his pain went, or there could have been a lack of empathy that I'm getting here with this. He may have also seek therapy, because I'm looking at this couch and I see this person is sitting down and they have their head on the person's lap. He may have received therapy, in particular from a woman, somebody that may have kind of helped to get to a certain part, but I don't feel like she penetrated enough to get him to the point where he was kind of realizing that, he needed to make changes long term. You also have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is somebody that, his life was very overwhelming. I'm starting to sweat. Like, I feel hot. And I just feel like with him, he sweated a lot. Because I feel like I need to turn the fan on. But I don't want the air to, I don't want you guys to hear my fan real loud. But it's hot. I do feel like with him, he sweated a lot, or he always wanted his fan, or he was always doing like this. But there was definitely a lot of loss of balance in his life. He could have had a house that was like immaculate, meaning he had all these nice things that were in his house, but his house may have been in disarray. There could just be things everywhere, whether there are bottles everywhere, or there's clothes, or I don't know, I just keep feeling like Animal House, like it was just like a frat house. I'm getting like frat house energy. Also with the Eight of Cups, you have here, the Eight of Cups is when a person needs to walk away. Tower in the reverse. Yeah, he's tried many times to, it's his past he tried to escape. It's his childhood. He tried really hard to try to escape his childhood. But there were so many secrets. I don't think that some of the things that he's experienced in his life, I don't think that they were revealed when he was here on earth. Wow, there's 1111. Y'all, I'm seeing so many angel numbers. Wow. Keep in mind, I just saw 111. Give me 1 second. If you guys are enjoying this reading so far, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Yeah, when I tell you, I'm sweating so freaking bad. Yeah. I am awakening. The universe is arranging people and experiences on your path to help you succeed and helping you to wake up to who you truly are. I do believe that there were people on his path that were trying to get him to where he needed to be. But of course, you know, you can't. Same thing I told people as a tarot reader. It's like people, they look to you to save them or to give you answers as if you're God. I'm nobody's God. I can only give you the tools for your life so that you can do what you need to do to change things, whether that's a generational curse, whether that's codependency, you know what I mean? It's like you have to put in the work, like, and you know, but at the end of the day, I do feel there was somebody that has penetrated his energy to where they were literally almost there when it was to help him, but because of so many things that he wasn't really ready to reveal in regards to his childhood, or not really wanting to face his childhood, is one of the reasons why, unfortunately, he spiraled, you know, even further down in his addiction. All right, with this Moon card here, I also feel like for him, he may have had like, it was hard for him to sleep. He may have had a lot of sleep paralysis, or he may have seen things at times, allegedly, when he would try to rest. So it was hard for him to sleep. I think he was a night owl. Again, I keep getting frat boy energy, like fraternity energy with him. Like that was just a very reckless partying sort of life. And then you also have here the Tower card in the reverse, okay? Again, like I said, there is something that could have been avoided because you do have this Tower here. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it was his time. But, you know, I'm not debating that in any way, shape, or form. But there was something in his life that could have been avoided allegedly. But he kept delaying this change in his life. Like he may have been saying, I'm going to get sober, or I'm going to do better next time. I'm going to do this. I promise you next time I'm going to do it. You all just wait and see. And it never came to fruition is what I'm saying here. That was definitely something that could have been avoided. There were a lot of people that tried around him to help him. Sometimes he may have relied a little too heavily on other people and their opinions. He may have had to choose a lesser of two evils at some point. There was a battle with him with that Two of Swords. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. But unfortunately, things came to a stop due to the fact that a part of him gave up. That's that Chariot card in the reverse. That's when a person has no more will to move, no more will to have that discipline in their life that they need, no more move to say, okay, I'm going to go on the beaten path. I give up type of energy, unfortunately. So let me go ahead and pull some intuitive messages. Give me the most important messages that need to come through at this time, please, for Chris Farley. Okay, let's see what we got. You have clean shaven. Okay, he could have been clean shaven, or he liked to be clean shaven. Others may have mentioned that he needed to be clean shaven. Wow, blonde hair. If I'm not mistaken, Chris Farley was a natural blonde. You have here, be bold. You cannot make this up. I know that I'm a handful. He knew it. Like, he knew that he was somebody that was a handful. My nose is itching. Yeah, mogul mindset. Like I mentioned before in the very beginning of the reading, that he came out, although he came out as the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the King of Pentacles is that person, that's that provider, that's that hard worker. And I feel like for him, had he been sober, oh my goodness, you talking about financially set because of his mindset. You have celebrate, okay? He was definitely somebody that loved to party. I'm telling you, I kept getting fret boy energy. You have level up, level up, level up. I do feel like for him, he would always look for what was next in his life. Yeah, but unfortunately, he was afraid to open up. And I mentioned this earlier with the Six of Cups in the reverse and also with the Two of Swords there in the reverse and the Moon card. I feel like there were some other things that had he been a little bit more open with it, he may have been able to release himself from what was holding him back in his life. You have here Capricorn Moon, okay? Somebody in his life with a Capricorn Moon could have been very significant to him in some way. You have wondering if I'll ever see you again. I do feel like there is somebody that passed on that he was there was somebody after he passed on that, I don't know if they still, how do I put this? There's a guilt there. Like, it's not that they did anything wrong, but they wanted to save him. And like I mentioned before, you can't save someone. They have to save themselves. And I feel like for whoever this person is, they will always have a, I wish that I could have saved him mindset. I wish that I could see him again. I wish I could do it all over again. But, you know, things happen for a reason. Oh, I just got emotional. There is definitely somebody that was in his life before he passed. That was somebody that was close to him. They carry a lot of sadness that they feel they couldn't have saved him. Whew. You have here third trimester. Okay, this could indicate he may have desired having children with someone. I don't know if he had children, but also with this third trimester, this can indicate the last 6 to 9 months of his life. That could have been like the worst for him, unfortunately. You have him, I'm ready to talk. I wonder if there's a book about him, if he was planning on writing a book. You have getting a raise, a temp job. I feel like for him, he always had a fear of losing his status in Hollywood. He didn't want that to happen. Yeah, he had a fear of going into the working world as a normal person because he never felt like he was, you know, he always felt like he was different. Someone has the initial P. This could be this person that holds a lot of guilt, wishing that they could have changed something. Curly hair, if I'm not mistaken. I think he may have had curly hair. I don't know a lot about Chris Farley, which is so crazy. I just cannot stop thinking about him. But, you know, of course, if you were a huge fan, comment down below some things that I may have missed. All right, you have why can't we tell somebody? I'm telling you, there was a secret there. Why can't we tell somebody? I don't know if he was in a secret relationship with somebody. Somebody has the initial Q. Yeah, it was difficult. I think it was difficult, these secrets that he kept, or I don't know if there's somebody he may have been involved with. But could have been a Cancer, because we do have the Chariot card here at the bottom of the deck. But let me go ahead and close off this reading. I want to close this off with a final love message. And I use this deck here when I do personal readings. I love to use this deck when I do personal readings. And especially if I'm connecting with someone that's passed on. When I'm doing a reading with someone, and yeah, I don't know what it is about this deck here, but I use it. All right, let's see. Dear God, give me the final messages for Chris Farley, please. Give me the final messages for Chris Farley. May he rest in peace. Give me the final messages for Chris Farley, please. Give me the final message, please, for Chris Farley. You have, be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Oh, that picture is beautiful. I feel like for him, he wanted to be in the present. It was hard. There was a lot of things that he thought about, a lot of things that plagued him. It says the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. The union of hearts. A love connection defies explanation. Again, there may have been somebody that he was with that the public may not have been aware of. You have elephant here, greatness. It says love is your strength, leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. If you guys enjoyed this reading, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Again, I'm the Sag Moon Diva. Check out my second channel, Celebrity Tarot Readings, for all things celebrities. And guys, I will see you all soon. Bye.